It's a new watch from British watchmaker Ferrer. This is the brand's first integrated bracelet watch. Are we over integrated bracelet watches yet? Not me. I'm going to ride this lugless train as far as I can. This is the Perlarum, and it's from the new Integra line of watches. That's a lot of Latin. Integra means whole or complete. Perlarum means of pearls. There are 4 Integra watches, and I think I like this Perlarum the best because of this dial, which, you guessed it, is made of mother of pearl. Who is Pearl, and is her mama watchmaker? We'll get into it. First, let's talk about the specs and dimensions. Everything looks good on my 7-inch wrist, but will this work for you? 38.5 millimeters in diameter, a case that's about 42 millimeters long, and it's listed as 10.3 millimeters thick. It's about 10.8 if you include the domed sapphire crystal. It has a screw-down crown and 100 meters of water resistance. It weighs about 140 grams on the bracelet, and it also comes with a rubber strap. You don't have to choose between the bracelet or the strap. The watch comes with both. The movement inside is the Sellita 300-1, and this is what's referred to as the top grade version of the 300-1. I'm gonna get into what all that means. $1,765, and it starts shipping on October 14th. Now, and it's a little thing, but Ferrer will do a free engraving on the case back for you. A few other brands like Nomos do this, and I think it's a really nice service. Now, back to the size. 42 millimeters long sounds small, but that's how they get ya. This is a common issue with integrated bracelet watches. 2 things make watches like this wear kinda large. First is the width of the bracelet at the case. It's 24 millimeters wide. That's the same width as the straps for my 44 millimeter Panerai and my 2 million meter Omega Ploprof. But the bracelet width doesn't really affect how it wears, it mostly affects how it looks. The main issue with how integrated bracelet watches wear is often the bracelet flares out from the case rather than dropping straight down like a bracelet from this Tudor Black Bay, especially a watch like this with female end links. For me and my world-renowned wrist, the size of the Integra is kind of perfect, but I would not recommend this for a wrist smaller than 6 inches or about 153 millimeters in circumference. I mean, you do you, but I tried this on my wife's 5.9 inch wrist, and the way it looks upsets me. This is no way to wear a watch or to live a life. This feels and looks larger than most 38.5 millimeter watches because in some dimensions it actually is larger, and I like that. This has some nice presence. Now let's talk about this dial. This dial is made of mother of pearl. Another name for mother of pearl is nacre. Nacre, I hardly know her. No, that doesn't work. Mother of pearl comes from the inside of some mollusks. You've seen it before. It's been used for thousands of years because it looks awesome and because it grows, so it's technically renewable. But usually, almost always, harvesting mother of pearl results in the mollusk dying. Maybe that bothers you. It bothers me a little bit. Or maybe you don't care. Or maybe you like the idea of asserting dominance over those arrogant mollusks, always mocking you with their beauty and lack of central brain in their ganglia. The nerve. Hold for applause. But I can't argue against how this looks, which is really nice. Every mother of pearl dial is going to be different, and I like that. Every watch will be unique. But more importantly for me is the iridescence from mother of pearl, which kind of might be hard to capture in this video. The whole dial situation here is good and subtle. The inner circle with the horizontal lines on the main dial, the black markers and numerals, and the chapter ring. The chapter ring is angled upward, and it has small cutouts for the orange minute markers that are on the main dial. And on the chapter ring itself are debossed markers between each of the 5-minute numerals. Very cool, very subtle, and really complementary to the whole design. I also like the design of the case, especially this bezel. It's simple but interesting, and as someone who is only one of those things, I appreciate things that are both. It's got a radial satin finish on the top, and it slopes down to polished sides. There's a lot of thought put into this bracelet too. The main links are brushed with polished chamfers along the sides, and the lozenge-shaped center links are polished. The bracelet has a butterfly deploying clasp, and it also has quick-release spring bars built into it, and so do the rubber straps that this watch comes with. But maybe my favorite aspect of the bracelet is the on-the-fly adjustment system. There are links on both sides of the clasp that can be pulled and popped out for an additional 3 millimeters on each side. So 3 times 2, carry the 9 times pi, 6 millimeters. That's an additional 6 millimeters of bracelet. The clasp does not look good when the bracelet links are popped out. There's just this weird gap. But if you're spending a lot of time looking at the clasp of your watch, you might be doing watches wrong. Overall, this adjustment system is really great to see. Now the movement in all the Fair Integra watches is the Sellita SW300-1, the top grade version of the movement. The 300-1 has about 56 hours of power reserve, which is more than 18 hours more than the Sellita SW200-1 movement, and the 300-1 is slightly thinner. In the top grade part, that means that this movement has a stated accuracy of plus or minus 4 seconds to plus or minus 15 seconds per day. Plus or minus 15 seconds per day is not great, but I guess they figured that that's the worst case scenario. And the lower grade versions of this movement have worse ratings. For example, the standard grade SW300-1 could be off by as many as 30 seconds per day. Mechanical watches, folks. Can't live with them, can't live with them. The fair rotor weight on the back of the watch is not for me. I appreciate how it mimics the design on the dial, but I think it covers too much in the movement. I need to see those gears and springs, that's why I'm here. The lume situation on the Perlarum is pretty interesting. The markers and numerals are made of grade X2 Superluminova lume blocks. Big pieces of lume that Thera then painted black on top of to give some contrast against the light colored dial. And the result is something Thera calls bat glow, and it's neat. I like this. Now I want to quickly compare the Integra to another Swiss-made integrated bracelet sports watch from another British watchmaker, the Christopher Ward 12. This is my wife's 36mm 12, but CW does make a 40mm, and that 12 on a bracelet, the 40mm, sells for $1,405, which is $360 less than this mother of pearl Integra. But the 12 does not include an additional rubber strap, while the Fairer does, and the movements are different. The Integra uses a more accurate movement with a better power reserve, while the 12 uses the Sellita 200-1 with only 38 hours of power reserve and an accuracy of, at the worst, 20 seconds per day. When it comes to fit and finish, they seem pretty similar to me, even though the styles are very different to my eyes. I think the chapter ring and the lume on the Fairer are better than anything on the 12. There's just more details here. Stylistically, the 12 is more aggressive and modern, the Integra is more elegant. That's a matter of taste. The two watches seem very competitive. $360 more for a better movement and a rubber strap and a mother of pearl dial. To me, this all lines up just about right. I'm sorry to say. I know you wanted me to tell you that there's a clear winner here, but I think both options are pretty good. This Integra might be my favorite watch yet from Fairer, and I like nearly everything I've seen from the brand. It's cool to see Fairer kind of maturing and experimenting, and I'll keep saying this, I don't like every new watch from every small brand, but I always appreciate them taking risks and trying something new, and in this case, I actually happen to like the something new.